I'll start the record. All right, welcome everybody to this special call tonight. This is the first of many calls. So we are going to be setting up a weekly FAQ or frequently asked questions Zoom call that will begin next week. We haven't set the day and time because we're still trying to work out what the best universal time will be, and we'll be addressing those frequently asked questions on a weekly basis. We know how powerful this is for everybody and how awesome it is for everybody and how unique it is for everybody. And so we're excited about that. I want to share, before we get started with the quick portion of this, I just want to share my screen because I want to give you all this information. Can you all see the cool renew slide? I know they can. It just, this is what my computer does. Fun, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay,
Now we use this call. 3 screens and everything taking its time. There you go. Can you see my Brenda Williams? Joan, can you see my screen? Okay, awesome. So this is the renew information and available and live after this call. So please don't be distracted, and we'll try to order down live. It'll be on, and both for NFR Canada as well. Item code number. We were able to for the event, or we're able to go to.
Rick, you're cutting in and out.
Okay. There are people in the waiting room. The helpers that I have, if you could. I can't. I don't have access to this right now. Okay, I'm going to go back out of the stop share. For some reason, my computer is freezing up. So let me come back here to, can you see me now? Does that sound better? For those of you who are here, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Much better.
All right, thank you. All right, so it was the sharing portion. For some reason, maybe because we have 550 people, which thank you for having 550 people on this Zoom. It's very exciting. Got people helping, those in the waiting room. If I could have all of the people that I've made co-hosts internally, if you could please help me welcome people from the waiting room, that would be awesome. Looks like we've got 4 people still waiting to get in. Sorry, let me do this. I know this is taking time away from the call. I apologize.
There's a Dr. Steve Rahman that needs to be made co-host as well with me.
Okay. I don't see him listed on here.
Might be listed as foster parent. That he does foster children, and he has to remain anonymous. So it might be foster parent.
No Steve, no Foster.
No. Okay.
Okay. So thanks, Noam. All right.
Sure.
So let's get started. So what I wanted to do first of all, and we do have, again, we're going to start having a weekly call.
There is a foster parent on the list, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
If somebody else can make him a co-host, I'm looking in the waiting room, or I mean on the call. Sorry. There it is. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You got it.
This is exciting. Look at everyone here.
I know this is probably the biggest call we've had in a long time. Walkie, this is exciting, isn't it? Yeah.
It goes on me? Yes.
Yeah. So for those of you that were at the event, you know that we had a launch of Kwik, or a pre-launch of Kwik. And I want to make sure that there's a couple of points that are very clear tonight. Number one, the purpose of this call is to introduce a couple of our brands. One of them, if you were at the event, you saw Peter stand up and talk, and we're excited to have him come on. I've got a video that I was hoping to share tonight, but because of the Zoom. I may not. I might just have Peter kind of fill in the blanks of what's on that Zoom, and or then we'll post it in our WhatsApp. Sorry, not in our WhatsApp, in our app, and we'll send that video out to you because I don't want to interrupt the flow and maybe create an environment where you can't hear the video or something. So forgive me for that tonight. The purpose again is to introduce our brands that are in Kwik currently, as well as to kind of fill in some blanks for people and give some expectations. I think that's really important. First of all, a lot of the questions that have come in are, why should a new age brand partner, by the way, this is Christine McKay. She's our director of marketing for North America. She's our Kwik person as well internally, and Maki Lorwell, who many of you know, was over the project for Kwik, and so we wanted them to be involved in this as well. Why would a new age brand partner, excuse me, want to be involved with Kwik? What's the advantage? What's the benefit? How does it work? So before we do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, go through the difference in the influencer market today versus Kwik. And if we've got influencers on the call, please forgive me. I'm not trying to condescend or teach you something you already know, as much as share with you the difference of what Kwik provides. So right now, if I'm an influencer and I've negotiated with Apple to represent their iPhones, I would create a video of me using my iPhone in a fun way. And then there would be a link provided. Any of my followers that purchase the iPhone from that link, I would make money from. Let's just call it $100 because they're kind of expensive, right? So let's say they've reserved $100. So any of my followers who click on that link and buy an iPhone, I would make $100. So let's say Christine is one of my followers, a lot cuter than I am, and she goes out and creates a video because she wants to do the same thing. So she creates a video with the link. She would make $100. In today's influencer world, I make nothing. I started the program. I started what's called a campaign, but she would do that. Let's say Maki is a follower of Christine's and she wants to do that. She goes out and creates that same environment. She has a link, people buy it from her followers. She makes the $100. Christine doesn't make anything. I don't make anything. That's the affiliate influencer world today until Kwik. So what happens with Kwik, instead of me making $100, I make 50 every time somebody, Peter, I'm going to keep you muted until I'm ready. Okay. So just from the background noise. So today in Kwik, I would make $50. Well, people are saying, well, wait a minute, that's half of what I would have made before. Here's the beautiful thing about it. Christine goes out and creates a link. All of her followers purchase the phone. She makes the $50. I make 25. Remember, I didn't make anything before. Maki then is Christine's follower. She goes out and creates a video because she's cuter than both of us. And she looks better using her iPhone. And all of her followers, and now she's a massive influencer. And she has 1,000 people that purchase that phone. She makes the $50. Christine makes 25. I make $12.50. That's all the way to the last penny. So where I was only making one commission on one purchase before as an affiliate, now I make multiple commissions on waves of followers and people who purchase this product, not just one time. Every time. Now, an iPhone's probably a bad example with this because you don't buy one of these all the time. But let's just say this is a mug or something consumable that people buy, or in the case of Peter Lomas's products, you have shampoos and you have skincare and you have things, shampoos and eye care. And I love the scrub, by the way, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes, but I might buy that every month. So that same flow of commissions is going to flow every time that product is purchased for life. It's connected. That, for any influencer out there, that changes the game today. Now, going back to the question, why would a new age brand partner want to be involved? Because that same equal amount, that same $100 with the iPhone, even though it started at 50, there's a total of 100 purchased in there. There's a volume equivalent that is paid up through the New Age compensation plan. And here's how that happens. So let's use 50 points because it's easy math for me. 50 points every time that happens, and then 25, and then 1250 and everything else. Let's say all of that was also in my downline. So all of those same people in the wave, let's just use the example, were in my downline in New Age. All of those volume points would be flowing up through the compensation plan on the New Age side. Again, interesting prospect. How does that work? So in my case, those orders come through what's called, let's say, Rick's Kwik preferred customer. And it's treated as a reoccurring preferred customer order. What happens with reoccurring customer orders? Number one, it's paid and auto-balanced. So for those of you who are on the New Age side, you'll understand this very well. Those of you that are new and being prospected right now, or maybe this is your first call, this might be foreign to you. So let me just give you an idea. Up to 15% paid commission on that volume that flows up through the New Age compensation plan. So people ask me, is this a distraction from building my organization, my network marketing organization? The answer is, of course not. If this is a distraction from the affiliate side of the business, of course not. This is something that you can use hand in hand, because let me put it this way. And I'm looking at, let's say, let me pick somebody. Will Garson from Wyoming. I see you on my screen, so I'm going to pick you. You've got a lot of people that you know that are purchasing stuff online every day. From shampoos to clothing to hats to shoes to everyday use items. You're unaware of all of those purchases that are happening by people that you know, followers of you, people that are in your network marketing organization, people that are not in your organization. They're making purchases every day. And there's no reward mechanism for you until now. Now we can bring everyday usable items, viral items, things that you would never think would be offered through your traditional network marketing channel, that are going to be offered on the Kwik side, that you can now participate in from a volume perspective. For those of you on the Kwik side, and let's say there's a number of you that are joining this call that really want nothing to do with network marketing, because it might be your 20-year-old grandson or 20-year-old son. And they're like, oh, that's grandpa's business. I don't want anything to do with that. But I'm an influencer. I want to influence. I want to be on social media. I want to influence. What you've done by aligning with Kwik and New Age, not only have you created a multi-layered reward, affiliate reward mechanism that's never been seen before, so that you're doing the same activity, you're doing the same posting, the same links that you were doing before, and now you're creating a reward mechanism that is layers on layers on layers, or we call it waves on waves on waves of every single campaign, whether it's a single product or a catalog of products. So hopefully you can start to see, regardless of which direction you're coming from, and there's so much of a place for everyone to multi directions to take part in this. On the Kwik side, I would ask any of you that have a New Age organization, how many 20-year-olds have you attracted to your business lately? And on the Kwik side, the influencers that are on the call today, how would you like to open your influencer network to 500 million distributors around the world in 50 different countries that you did not have access to before? If you're a vendor that's on this call, and there's a couple of them here on the call, I have not talked to a single vendor that hasn't been excited about the possibility of what this means of opening up layers and waves of influencers and 500,000 distributors around the world. They're like, yeah, I'm in. And there's not been an influencer that I've talked to that hasn't said, oh, this opens up the whole world for me. Because in the influencer world, whether you like this individual or not, we're all like 4 degrees of separation from Kim Kardashian and some of the other multi-million followers people of the world. That's how this can work and how dynamic it can be. And I've heard it put, and I thank Aaron Decker for this phrase, I think, is that New Age becomes your business platform and Kwik becomes your customer platform. It's a way of attracting customers. It's a way of attracting a database for yourself to create this amazing environment. So I love the prospects of what Kwik can mean to everyone on this call, whether you're an influencer, whether you're a New Age brand partner, whether you're both, whether you are a customer, whether you're just looking at this company for the first time, either one of the companies from New Age or Kwik, the prospects, the possibilities of this are endless. So what I wanted to give you a couple of examples of some of the vendors that we have live. One of them has been live since Saturday. The other one went live tonight, right before the call. And then we'll hear from them for a few minutes, and then I'll close it up and talk about strategically what to expect between now and the end of the year.
And Rick, can I just say,
Please.
We have some amazing questions that are flying through the chat, and we may not be able to get all of those, but I want you to know that we are recording every single question that you ask, and we will prep those. As Rick mentioned earlier, that we will start having a weekly FAQ, and I will pull every question that is dropped in the chat that we can use, and you can also attend those FAQs and ask additional questions. I just don't want any of you to think that we're missing anything.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you, Christine. Well said. So let's begin, first of all, by welcoming Peter Lomas. And Peter Lomas and I, we met a number of months ago now as we were preparing this. And Peter, you are a co-host, so you can unmute yourself. And what I'd like you to do is just, maybe take 5 or 6 minutes and share a little bit about who you are, a little bit about your background, and then maybe an overview of the products that are available on Kwik.
Thank you, Rick, and welcome everyone. I'm so happy to be here sharing this unique experience with all of you, and myself included. You were going to play a video regarding my background and who I am, which helps a lot to overcome all the words that I cannot to share at the moment because of the time. And you can learn a lot about me eventually in a bio that I will put up on the site. I've come from an extensive background in the beauty industry. I was fortunate enough to be trained and mentored by people like Vidal Sassoon, Paul Mitchell. When it came to hair, Wade Bendy and makeup, I learned a lot about skincare. So this has been my passion all my life. I wanted to do something that I really loved and appreciated. And in helping to transform and improve people's images, and with my ability and my God-given talent, I've been very blessed to do something and earn a living in something that I consider it's not work. I'm getting paid for something that I love. And through 40 years of experience, I've gained a lot of knowledge and know-how when it comes to this industry. I've had the opportunity while I live in Los Angeles because I left New York after many years working there, having my own salons, to come to work in the film industry, working in motion picture and working with an amazing clientele of icons, I call them, that to this day, I pinch myself to call them friends and clients that I've had the opportunity of working with that are so well known around the world. That being said, my true passion for a long time has always been to create, and using a lot of products in my career, I was always somewhat disappointed in the performance and the results that they provided. And it always ends up in my reputation. If I recommend someone a product and they're not happy with the product, they don't reflect so much on the product, but they blame possibly me for recommending a product that really didn't serve the purpose that they wanted to achieve. And I was very conscious about what I recommend. And I said to myself, one day, my great desire is to create a line of personal care products. Everybody uses personal care products. I don't care. You go into any home and you're going to see a variety of personal care products. So it's an industry that it's ongoing. This is what excited me also from the use up rate. But I also wanted to bring across to the consumer what I call performance-driven products that deliver results, that you are satisfied with the benefits that I'm saying it provides, and you try them and you see that you are getting those benefits and the results that you expect to get from products that you usually buy, and sometimes you're disappointed. In this case, I didn't want anyone to be disappointed. I created a line of products that are not just healthy and natural, but have great scientific background with unique concepts to provide what I consider performance-driven product, as I said. The other thing that I also interests me is that people don't buy into what you do, but they buy into why you do it. And that was excuse me, part of the reason why I created it, because I wanted to create a product line that had great potential, validity, and a person behind it like myself. And that's why Vidal and Paul Mitchell became so successful. These are real people that understand the beauty industry, that understand what the consumer is concerned about and wants from a product. And that's what we've created with the Peter Lomas product brand. And something that I want to, in time, inform, educate, and provide as much information as possible when I join these groups and teaching, training, and informing everyone. That being said, I am so happy also to be involved with the affiliate marketing program, because for a long time, I work with influencers. I know Kim Kardashian. I mean, you just mentioned, I know all these people that are constantly recommending, including my products, and they're very happy to do so because they've tried them. They see the uniqueness of each one and the validity that comes along with the incredible results that they get from it. And they stake their reputation on recommending products like myself. I don't pay them. They recommend them because they try them and they believe in them. And that's what I want to get from the experience of working with all of you, to impress upon you this opportunity that is so obvious, and wanting myself and my company to participate in this affiliate marketing program with Kwik. I am so excited to be here, Rick, and I'm looking forward to a great future with this, with all of you. And I can't say, I don't know, I'm lost for words. I'm just so ecstatic from the experience I had at the convention and how I learned even more about the Kwik potential and how it works. So that being said, I'm here. Ask me any questions. I also recommend, if you want to check the great hundreds of testimonials that we've gotten through for our products from so many people that have used them through the years. We have hundreds of testimonials that you can look and check upon and see the enthusiasm that we constantly are getting from all these acclimates that after people using our products. And thank you for the opportunity to share this time with everyone. And I'm looking forward to many more experiences like this.
Awesome. Thank you, Peter. And it's been such a privilege to get to know you and Daniel and the team and Carol and many others that are a part of your company. And we're proud that was the first real product line that we introduced onto Kwik. So excited about that. And when I say we, Kwik is a separately owned platform. It is not a division of or part of the New Age umbrella in that regard. We have a partnership with them. In fact, you will not find this offered from any other network marketing company because we have exclusive rights to this platform as New Age, which is really a unique proposition. So thank you, Peter. Really appreciate it. And thanks for being willing to be on tonight. I knew you'd just nail it. So thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome. Absolutely. Whoops, I went to mute Peter and I muted myself. We are on a pre-launch. So what I want to remind everybody is right now, the best strategy would be to create campaigns with the products that are there. There is a specific link
If you haven't already downloaded the link to Kwik and New Age, Alondra's going to drop it in the chat in just a moment.
Awesome. Thank you. And that would be the way to link to the app, to set up your account, to begin the whatever campaign, purchase whatever product you want to. We're starting with a limited offering. And that there it is right there in the chat. You can scroll through the chat and see that link. In fact, Alondra, if you could maybe post that about every couple of minutes, because there's so many comments coming across that it'll, thank you. Thanks, Anthony. It's simple. Set up your account. There's no responsibility. It's a really simple, quick process, underline quick process to get your account set up. And you begin by purchasing one of the products that are on there. Second of all, because we're in a pre-launch and it was just launched on Saturday, a number of people have asked the question, what if I have a vendor? What if I have a vendor? What if I have a vendor? Consider this to be a period to prove the campaigns and waves, making sure that quick cash is accumulating and you can see it accumulating. Gain kind of your own testimonial of this process first. Then we'll open it up to add more vendors. We'll be adding some vendors. We've been working on adding a few more during this process. There'll be some in November. But now is not the time to be out recruiting vendors. If you have vendor friends, relationships, continue those conversations. We'll let you know when the best time will be to bring those to the table. We'll have a very simple process to do that. Right now, just focus on getting to know the app, getting to know what a campaign looks like, seeing how the volume accumulates, seeing how the quick cash accumulates. That way that you can really share this so that when you have a conversation with a prospective vendor, you can share your experience that you've gone through on this. So just a heads up, a lot of people have said, well, we want to bring a vendor. Just hold your horses. Is that like my grandpa's phrase?
Yes, it
Okay.
is, but that's okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm a little older, so hold your horses. Groom those relationships. Get ready. We'll let you know when that time is right. But right now, the time is to develop this, understand the platform.
And one of the things you can do to understand it even better is you can go on to the New Age Share app, and under the business tools, there is an FAQ, there is a brand partner guide. And just today we dropped the PowerPoint presentation. So this is really a great time for you to study those materials, and it also might help you ask additional questions.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Perfect. And then we'll be going through those questions. If you have additional questions, you can send them in, you can text them, you can email. Most of you have all of our email addresses. We'll handle those. But plus, as Christine said, we're taking note of all of the questions that are launching in here, and we'll address those as of our FAQs. So as I said before, there's another vendor that just went live tonight. And we've asked the CEO of the company as well as one of the doctors involved. I know Noam and I have talked a couple of times. And this is one of those unique products. You know, we've looked at this product, and we've seen it for a little while now, but the timing was perfect with Kwik, and I think you'll see why. So Noam Weiss, I'm gonna you can unmute yourself, and then also Dr. Rahman, we made you a co-host, and so you can also unmute yourself. Yes, perfect. Oh, yes, under foster parents. So I'm going to just turn it over to you two to kind of take it away.
So first of all, thank you everyone for being here tonight. It's amazing to be in front of a huge audience. I brought our chief medical officer with us tonight, Dr. Rahman. He's also the inventor of Hangover Ace. We've been featured in Fox, ABC, NBC, USA Today, Google News, Ask.com. We were the headliner for Men's Journal 2 months ago. As well as we're going to be featured in Southern Bride next month. We are a hangover remedy, a preventative, and I'm going to let Dr. Rahman take it from there and his creativity and brilliance behind the product.
Well, I'd like to just reiterate what Noam had said. It's an honor and a privilege to be with all of you tonight, and we're all very, very excited. I've known Aaron for a long time, and I'm glad we have the opportunity to finally work with him. As far as Hangover Ace goes, one of the things that I love about this product is it offers something for anyone who consumes alcohol. And on face value, that may sound a little funny, but it is the only product that guarantees 100% efficacy. I think Noam, being the marketing genius that he is, he will tell you he's extensively researched all the competition. In fact, our biggest competitor guarantees 50% efficacy. We guarantee 100%. The way we're able to do this is by offering not only the traditional hangover remedy, which would be electrolyte replenishment, sugar, which a lot of products do not put sugar in. There's a push for health concerns with sugar, but one of the biggest problems with a hangover is hypoglycemia. So alcohol inhibits the liver's ability to make sugar and put sugar into the bloodstream as it normally would. And because of this, we get hypoglycemic, and that accounts for a great part of the hangover. So we address all aspects of the hangover with the electrolyte replenishment, fluid replenishment, sugar replenishment to help the hypoglycemia. But the biggest thing, which is why we can guarantee the hangover relief, is the increase in alcohol metabolism. Our product will increase the metabolism of alcohol by 300% over normal metabolism. So, and Noam alluded to this, we're a preventative treatment or therapy because you can go out, have a party, celebrate, drink, and then take our product, and we will be metabolizing the alcohol either while you sleep or in the course of the next hour or two, so that the alcohol gets metabolized out much, much quicker and before it's able to have the effects it would normally have. So when I said it offers something, it's not just hangover relief. Clearly, that's how we're marketing it. And everyone who's had a few drinks can certainly remember one bad episode where they can't drink that alcohol, whatever it was, tequila, vodka, rum, for months after that. We will prevent that, but we also give the person who's maybe had a few drinks and needs to sober up. Let's say they were day drinking on the boat or day drinking by the pool, or you could tell them from Florida on the beach. This will metabolize out the alcohol. They can sober up, go out, go to dinner, or, be able to be interactive with the kids that evening. For someone who's been at the bar and has to drive home, they could take this product. An hour later, they would be sober to drive home. So it is a sobering agent, as it does increase the metabolism. We don't necessarily market it that way, but that is another use for it.
We don't recommend that you take Hangover Ace and then pretend to drive. We strictly prohibit that, but yes, it is a sobering agent. And one quick thing, Dr. Rahman, that I want to bring in, don't be overly concerned with the sugar content. There's 4 grams of sugar in a packet, which you mix with a bottle of water. It's not 30 gram, 40 gram. It's not like drinking high C or fruit punch. It's approximately 4 grams of sugar.
And again, that's done intentionally, not for flavor, but to fix the hypoglycemia that would be incurred. So again, many uses. People keep it in their car. People, it's convenient to carry. You can put it in a pocket. Very easy to travel with. It could be used as a pre-workout. It could be used as an energy drink. It could be used as a tool to help in weight control. So there's many uses, but obviously the main marketing focus would be on really being the only product that will give 100% efficacy in hangover prevention.
And this is 100% a natural supplement. This is not a drug. You could find all our ingredients at a GNC. It's the formula that makes it work. It's the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trial and errors that got it to where we actually own 2 patents on this formula.
Awesome. Noam, Dr. Rahman, thank you. And Dr. Rahman, it's good to see you.
Thank you, everyone.
Also, what I want to say, a couple of things. There's been a few comments in here on the, the type of products, what's available, so on and so forth. Keep in mind that these are not new age products. Kwik is a separate platform. While we may or may not have been able to bring in or feature any products like this, keep in mind that by putting these in the Kwik platform, we're not necessarily making a recommendations or saying this is what you should or shouldn't do. This is a completely separate platform. What we're looking for is products that we believe could be used by most everybody every day, and or maybe on the weekends in the case of the Hangover Ace. The comments came up, what if I'm not a drinker? How do I recommend this? Well, I'm not a drinker either, but I know a lot of people that are. That's kind of a simple, easy question to answer. And someone said, will this be detrimental? We're not, by this product being on, I happen to know, and I've talked with Noam a number of times, I've met Dr. Rahman, nobody's recommending abuse of alcohol or anything like this. There's a lot of people that have a hard time metabolizing one glass of wine. This can help them in their regular day, everyday living, so that they actually can do that. So I think that there's a lot of opportunity out there. Again, I think that there will be on this platform many products, brands. I think that in the next 3 to 6 months, you'll probably see thousands of product opportunities, kind of like an eBay, Amazon type of scenario where you're going to have all that. So again, we're not suggesting that you need to like or not like any of the products that are featured on Kwik. We're trying to create a marketplace, and these are products that were available and ready, and we felt like could go viral in this opportunity. So hopefully that makes sense. This is only available in the United States today. Okay.
If I could
yes,
just add one thing. I'm sorry to interrupt, but along the lines of what you were saying, we have a lot of people who order this product who don't drink alcohol at all. I have a lot of trainers who get this product. One, if they have someone coming in a little pokey, they give it to them, and it's a wonderful pre-workout. But also, I have trainers who absolutely love this because they lose so much business to people coming hungover or not showing up. So for a personal trainer who would count on $65, $70 for that one client, when they say I've had too much and they don't show up, or they show up and go home, here, this is something they can give them. And in a few minutes, they're able to do their routine, which saves money for that trainer. Also, the day after the Super Bowl, I saw a statistic, $4 billion are lost the Monday after Super Bowl. So anyone who owns a business, anyone who has a company, anyone who has employees should be thinking about stocking it, because for the amount of money they're going to pay on that one packet, they're going to save countless dollars in productivity. So, I can understand people's concern. We're not condoning drinking to excess. We're not condoning drinking and driving by all means. We invented this to try to prevent that. But there's a lot of other uses way beyond that, just for, protecting your business. We have We have bar owners who buy this for their employees and make their employees drink this before they go home, as just another layer of protection against any bad outcomes. So there's a lot of layers, and as you said, waves to this product, and a lot of uses well beyond what may seem on face value.
Yeah.
In addition, our studies have shown that people actually reduce their amount of drinking once they become a fan of Hangover Ace. There's studies behind it that they consume actually 50% of the alcohol they normally consume.
Cool. Awesome.
So thank you again.
Yeah, no, thank you both of you for being on the call tonight. We really appreciate it. And mental clarity also. So, there's a lot of same ingredients that help with mental clarity. So again, the purpose tonight was to share the value of how Kwik and New Age can work together. Hopefully you were able to see that. What I want to give you a perspective on this. Now, someone asked a question, and I said just a bit of this. It's available in US right now. We plan to expand the Kwik platform into Canada in December. That would be the next market. And there are a number of area presidents that are on this call, and you'll be able to find out from them in your market, if you're outside of those two markets, what that might look like and the timeline. But as far as I'm concerned, we are in the pre-launch. You're the first. This has never been done before. How many times have you said, I want to be a part of, like, people's feelings towards Amazon are one way or another. I love that even the negative people on Amazon still get boxes delivered every day from Amazon. Like I'm critical of the owner of Amazon because of not sharing the wealth like our company does. But in essence, I should be a shareholder because I have so many packages delivered from Amazon every day at my house. So, it's one of those things. How many of you would have loved to have been a part of that platform in the first couple of months? How many of you would have loved to have been a part of Etsy in the first couple of months? So even though, yes, this is a separate company, and yes, there's a working relationship and partnership between the two companies, what I was hoping is that you could really see the value, even if you received 1 point, 1 volume point. Let's just say we were marketing, and the only thing I could grab is this rubber eraser, but let's say you got 1 volume point every time anyone bought this eraser. Back to school and grandkids and everything else is buying a bunch of erasers, right? 1 point for 10,000 people buying that. Just start adding that up. And if you're part of the New Age compensation plan, think about what that might look like in points. I mean, it can become staggering what this opens up, a new world it opens up for all of us. No, we are not turning over our whole business model. This is the evolution of social selling, whether we were participating or not. I remember when I was when I first got involved in the health and wellness industry many, many years ago. And I worked for a traditional nutrition company called Weider Nutrition. And I remember back then, none of your mass distributors, none of your grocery stores, none of your drugstores offered nutritional products. If you can remember those days, that was not that long ago. I'm not that old. And I remember going into Publix supermarkets. For those of you in the Southeast, Publix is located in Florida. And I said, can I talk to your health and wellness, your nutritional products buyer? It was the same guy that bought automotive, nutrition, and I don't remember the other one, but it was completely unrelated. And he took me back to his store set, and there were 6 prongs of Accutrim and Dexatrim. That was their nutrition set. And that was in my business lifetime. And now you can't go into a Publix. You've got 2 whole rows of healthy foods, nutritional products, and so on. The independent health food store owner is very rare. And yet that was where everything was marketing before that. This is the wave. Ask yourself the last time you stood in line on the day after Thanksgiving to buy a tool set or a toolbox at Home Depot 5 years ago for me. My wife and I stood out there at 4:30 in the morning. We were freezing to death. And I said, I'm never going to do this again. Since that time, I bought almost everything I buy online. Ask yourself, is that the future of purchasing in our world, not just in our industry? And every other company in our industry has been fighting this or trying to figure out, how do we incorporate this? We partnered with the trend setting ahead of this curve company. This is your opportunity to take advantage of that partnership in your world to enhance both worlds. I cannot stress enough, this is not a distraction. This is an embracing on the way purchases are being made publicly around the world, and we get a chance to participate, even if it's 1 point per purchase. Think about the generations of waves and the hundreds of thousands of points that are going to be flowing up, both in quick cash and through volume. We're going to be talking more specifically in our weekly calls. We'll send out invitations. The possibilities are endless. Thank you, Dapo. Thank you to all of you for being on the call. If we did not answer your questions, we will be having that weekly call. Please put on hold any of your vendors. This is a pre-launch. This is a beta test. Let's prove this out. And then we can bring on as many vendors as you want to bring on. And we'll have a process for that. So I know that's everybody's mind is like, I got this vendor, I got this vendor, I got this vendor, I got this vendor. I know. We hear you. Breathe. Take advantage, learn the platform, enjoy the platform. Again, we'll put out the word and we can spread the word. Thank you for making this such a successful call. The app is available now. We've put the link on this multiple times. One more time, Alondra and Anthony, if you can put the link up before we say goodnight. There we go, link to register. Just you can click that link and go on and register your account. Purchase what there's available today, and then there's going to be additional products available as we move forward. Just want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone. I want to thank all of the leadership that has made this happen. I want to thank McKay and Kristen and many others internally for making this possible. This is a game changer. If you adopt it and embrace it, don't resist it. Yes, it's unique. Yes, it's different. You don't have to learn it in the next 2 hours. Take a week or two, understand what you have. Let us help you do that through our weekly calls. Peter Lomas, thank you. Noam and Dr. Rahman, thank you for being on tonight. We will have just in one of these weekly calls, we're going to bring on some healthy snacks as an option. We'll be introducing those in the next 2 to 3 weeks and some other vendors as well. With that being said, thank you again. Have a great night. Have a great week. Make it quick. Thanks, everybody.
Okay.